whatever. Yeah, I guess I must have been like, also, new shit gets added. So, like, before, my players didn't have like Tasha stuff come out. And now the player, and again, even at like mid-level, like level 7, like my players are they're stronger than the average like player handbook level 7 characters should be. And that's all like combining of like gear, feats, all that jazz. But like thinking about the future now, and thinking about like my struggles in the past and like shit I would have liked. And I get it. Now it's like Wizards, they're finally going to like, all right, it's the end of 5e, 0.1, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like now we're going to do like, a level 20 adventure with Vecna. Oh, it's coming, guys. Finally, look, level 20. It's what you've been asking for.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of like,
all right. Somebody give me the soapbox. Give me the box. I got a box to stand on. Give me that shit. All right. Slaps box down. All right. let me climb up. Yeah. All right. We need to talk about this whole. We're putting a level 20 adventure in, right? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in one of the videos that D&D put out, where I believe it was Monsieur Perkins this time. I don't think it was the Jochra. He was like, people keep saying that there's not enough support for high-level play in the game and that we need to put in more high-end monsters and high-level things to do. So that's what we're doing with the rules refresh. We're going to give you lots of high-level monsters and stuff to do with high-level play. And I'm sorry, but Monsieur Perkins, that is not the fucking problem, mate. That's not what the problem
French
is.
to Cockney. What the?
Yeah,
I don't know. Listen,
see, I agree. It's not the monsters.
It has nothing to do with the monsters.
There are a ton of monsters that work in all tiers.
It has nothing to do with the content. It has nothing to do with the monsters. It has nothing to do with the player's abilities even so much. It's that the game just leaves you hanging. It has no advice. It has no structure. It has no mechanics for you to add to the later tiers of play, later levels of play. There is a lack of foundation. It's like you build in the house, right? You got the good foundation set up for the first level of the house, and you get to the second level of the house, and you like ran out of wood for the foundation, so you like kind of cheat, so you only sort of have some foundation. So like the second level of the house is like half finished, and you can sort of live up there, but it's not really safe to live up there. You might fall through the floor, but you might not. It's like. I got so annoyed when I heard that. I was like, my guy Perkins, it has nothing to fucking do with the monsters or the content. That's not the problem at all. The problem is that DMs get to that point and go, I don't know what the fuck to do. This is too much shit.
Can I
aggressively kicks box. So box.
Yeah, I want to read a little bit of what the DMG says those adventures are fucking supposed to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't. To be clear, I know the DMG has a little comment on this, but I just want to be clear.
No like mechanics, no like charts, no.
It
tables.
doesn't have. Yeah, it doesn't have structured guidance.
Yeah,
which is to say, explanations of like tables of things you could throw at them, or explanations of types of encounters or problems that would challenge high-level players, or breaking down like kinds of things they could do with their abilities and like the types of fights or the types of encounters you could throw them into now that they're high level. None of that shit. None of it's there. But yes,
it's not in the DMG. It's in other books and other third-party books as well.
It's in third-party books for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know of any official books that.
It is, and I'll go over them because I do have a bunch of examples.
Okay.
So in the section of the DMG where it goes tiers of play, and they go to level 11, the third tier, level 11 to 16. It's like, the fate of the nation or the world might depend on the heroes. They could be, defeating a powerful dragon, or they could start, finding hardware treasure, making guilds or temples, basically doing the strongholds and follower thing.
Right.
They're getting powerful spells like Word of Recall and Teleport and True Sight and Disintegrate. That's it.
Right. See, and that's a perfect example, right? So you specifically call like they're getting powerful spells like Disintegrate and Word of Recall and Heal and Blade Barrier and shit, right? Okay, and Teleport. Yeah. But then nowhere in the book do they tell you how to deal with the fact that they have that shit. Like, just, here's the thing. If I'm a new player and I read those listed out, I'm going to look at those and go, okay, I don't know what any of those spells do. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, I don't even remember what Word of Recall does.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, you call this shit out as being like, this is the kind of crazy shit they can do, but then there's zero guidance on how to deal with it. Like, how do I manage that fact? And the game's like, I don't know. Hope for the best.
Yeah, like tier 4, Masters of the World, level 17, 20. It's like they get Wish and Gate.
Right.
And a Staff of Magi and a Vorpal Sword. And it's like, they're the fate of millions in the material plane and beyond. The multiverse, I fucking want to throw up every time I hear that word now. Like, you fucking reach the pinnacle of the 20th level. Fucking, it's like, they should be, you know, again, I kind of made the joke in the text somewhere, but I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I like dimension hopping, god smacking, demon banging, like multiverse ripping adventure? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And
that is actually what ends up working out. Yes.
Yeah. And they have examples of that in other, like, again, older editions. They have examples of that, again, third-party stuff, but like present 5e, you have a couple of adventures in their anthology books, like Tales of the Yawning Portal. I don't think Ghost of Saltmarsh goes that high. Candlekeep Mysteries, the Keys for the Golden Vault has like 1 or 2 high-level adventures. There's a new one coming out about the Infinite Staircase. That one might have some old stuff in there. Might be neat to look at. As for like official adventures, a lot of the older ones ended at like level 15, which is just getting into the end of tier 3.